Hello, this is Teresa Dawn of EssentialTonics.com. I curate high vibe messages from around the world and share them in this format so that you can access them anytime while on the go. And this audio recording is of a channeled message shared through Daniel Scranton on DanielScranton.com. The link to it is available in the show notes. And now we begin. We are very pleased to offer you our view of your upcoming year, the year known as 2022 on your calendars. First of all, we would like to point out that 2 years ago, we told you that the 2020s would be the decade of awakening, and certainly it has been by all accounts. We would also like to remind everyone of what our definition of what being awake is. To us, being awake has nothing to do with gathering information on the internet, and it has everything to do with knowing yourselves as source energy beings and seeing everyone else as source energy beings as well. Once you understand that there is no separation between you and source and you and everyone else, then you can operate as an infinite and eternal creator being who has love and compassion in your heart. Being awake has nothing to do, from our perspective, with conspiracy theories. It has nothing to do with knowing about who's really doing what behind the scenes and who is and is not a member of some dark cabal group. But we understand that sometimes those are the avenues through which people come to teachers like us. Teachers who will inform you of who you really are and pound that message home over and over again. Therefore, we know that everything that exists for a reason, and that reason is always to serve you. That being said, we would prefer for all of you, if you did not look at predictions about 2022 and consciously or subconsciously put yourself on a timeline that you don't need to be on or don't want to be on. You don't have to go along with what someone else says is going to happen next year just because they have a few interesting things to say about other aspects of life on planet Earth that you resonate with. But instead, make 2022 the year that you take your power back. Make it the year that you use your knowing of who you really are to create a better reality for you and for everyone else there on Earth. Let it be the year that you step forward as a teacher, the leader, and the healer that you were meant to be. And let it be the year that you guide the newly awakened away from what does not serve them and into what does. It will always serve each and every one of you to know who you really are and to take that knowing and to put it into practice as you are creator beings. You are not just there to live out a predetermined set of circumstances that will unfold before you. You are there to choose. And one good thing that predictions do is they give you an opportunity to choose from many different timelines that are being illuminated by the one doing the predicting. Now, when we say, take your power back, we are not talking about taking it back from someone else who has taken it from you. We are talking about letting go of that whole idea that someone else could take your power away from you and realizing that you had the power within you all along. That means that you stop waiting for something outside of you to happen, like full disclosure, Nasera, Jacera, a frequency adjustment of some kind from a technology that you didn't have access to previously, like a med bed. You don't have to wait for a currency reset in order to have more than enough. You don't have to wait for ships to land or for a solar flash or any kind of big event happening outside of you. Now, of course, you are getting help all the time. The solstice energies will help. The guides and the galactic team you have around you will continue to help, but you don't need someone outside of you in human form to tell you that ETs exist and hand you a pile of cash. You get to create your version of the fifth dimension and live in it right now. But you can only do that if you acknowledge that the power existed within you all along. And once you awaken to that and you begin to access it, you will never want to go back to that third dimensional type of us versus them, victim and perpetrator mentality. It doesn't serve you. You played the game for a while. You got to experience certain emotions because of it. But now it's time to move on. It's time to move on to the fifth dimensional oneness, unity consciousness paradigm that you are moving towards, but that you can move towards more quickly and joyously when you do so consciously, and make that what your 2022 is all about. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Thank you for tuning in. This is Teresa Dawn of EssentialTonics.com. The goal of these audio segments is to make it easy for you to hear high vibrational messages while on the go. And this episode is sponsored by Essential Tonics. Essential Tonics is the essential oil brand for independent, soulful creatives.